moving on our schedule. Next up is Coach Karl Morgan from Mississippi Valley State. Coach Morgan, are you on the call?
I'm on the call.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, welcome to the call. How are you doing this morning?
I'm good.
All right, Mississippi Valley State coming off of a loss at home this weekend, a tough 20-19 setback to Concordia College. Coach, your reflections on Saturday's game, and then looking ahead to your trip to Montgomery to take on Alabama State.
I lost opportunities to get a win. Had the lead in the fourth quarter and lost on the last drive of the game. Basically, the last drive of the game. Looking at it as a blown save. We had a chance, and plus, on top of that, we just had too many mistakes. We were our own worst enemy. We had a punt block for a touchdown. We also fumbled twice in the red zone going in to score. And we lost the turnover battle 3-2. So I think when you beat yourself and the penalty is at the wrong time, we just got to be more disciplined. And like I said, we just got to do what we got to do when we need to do it. Like I said, we could have, it was like 6 minutes left in the game. We're driving, and we fumble in the end zone. We fumble at the 10, running back running hard. Ball gets punched out from behind, and they recovered in the end zone. So they take the ball and drive it down 85 yards, which, we probably should have been more aggressive on the last drive as far as the calls, and we weren't. And that's on me. And so we just missed an opportunity to win a game. They weren't slouches, they weren't just a pushover team. And but we thought we could have capitalized on some of our situations and not have gotten a punt block right before half. We would have fared better. But we got to bounce back. We got to get the mindset right with the kids. We've talked all weekend long about accentuating the positives of the game, and getting the players. We wanted that victory, and we wanted to get some momentum going into conference play. We got Alabama State, who we watched yesterday, play Bethune-Cookman. They came out hot, started fast, and then ran into some troubles. But they're a good football team, picked to win the one side of the conference, so it's going to be a tough task to get on the road and go play them.
Questions for Coach Morgan? Coach,
what concerns you about Alabama State University?
I say that again?
What concerns do you have about ASU as you prepare for them this week?
Oh, a good football team, a talented team, a team that played well yet last year. I think they tied for the conference lead, and I think the opening drive was spellbinding. They came out and took the ball on the field. A nice mix of running pass against Bethune-Cookman. You got a good defensive team, good athletes, quarterback that makes things happen, big-time receiver, a running back, a transfer. So they got a very talented football team. And like I said, we have to be ready to play and present a challenge next week.
Coach, you mentioned earlier about the mistakes being costly in that game, in the loss. Last year when you faced Alabama State at home, you had several turnovers that also proved to be costly. Talk about that a little bit.
Hey, that was if you had to look at the season last year, I think the turnover margin was a thing we really suffered. It really hurt us. Our first year here, we led the conference, and we were like top 5 in the nation as far as turnover margin. And last year, the turnover bugaboo bothered us and hurt us bad. Like I said, this year we lose 2 fumbles in the red zone, inside the 20, going in for scores. And so one on an option play, we faked the dive, and then we get hit, fumble the ball, they recovered, and then like I said, get the ball punched out. So we've got to do a better job protecting the football. The last interception was on our last drive, on the last ditch effort on 4th down. So that wasn't as costly as because we were about to get sacked in the way we threw it away, and and the guys take it off. But we've got to do a better job of protecting the football in critical situations, and we got to do a better job of turning the ball over. And we did recover a fumble in the end zone for a touchdown. That was a very positive thing. We had gotten the punt blocked under 2 minutes right before the half. The first drive out, we sack them in the end zone, recover a fumble for a touchdown. So then we missed 2 extra points. We missed 2 extra points in the field goal. That you can't expect to win when you don't do the little things. You can't fumble the ball away and you're going in to score. You can't miss extra points. You can't give up a 85-yard drive on the last series of the game.
Further questions for Coach Morgan? Coach Antoine Bell again. One positive that you have to look at for this week, your defense played very well, gave up only 28 yards rushing and 166 total.
That's good. And they were 1 for 13 on third down, and they got the 1 conversion on the last drive of the game. Like I said, I should have been more aggressive on that last drive. We had been stopping them just playing base defense, and we kind of stuck with that too long. And like I said, they converted them on the 3rd and 7, the only conversion of the game they had on third down. And they threw a long pass, and we got pass interference on long pass, and that helped the drive and stay alive also. So if I had to do it over again, we would have been a little bit more aggressive. Like I said, that plays a bit more man coverage, maybe something like that. But we did play fairly well in a lot of spots. We played well, and so some offensive guys that play well, defensive guys play well. Like I said, we got to put it together this week. And everybody expects us to win this game. Past last week, nobody expects us to win this week. And I told the team in the locker room after the game, I said, if we come back and win this game here, that'll make up somewhat for just a lost opportunity here.
We have time for one more question for Coach Morgan. If there are no further questions, Coach Morgan, we want to wish you luck in your game up in Montgomery this weekend, taking on Alabama State. Once again, kickoff time for that is at 7 o'clock in Montgomery at the Crampton Bowl. Coach, thanks for joining us this morning.
No problem. Thank you. Take care.